Hey guys, welcome back. I am alive. I'm still here. I'm still on YouTube. I'm sorry I disappeared for a while. I've been incredibly busy. Today I think is going to be a very important video, so I hope you stay tuned. I'm going to make my introduction very brief because there's a whole bunch of good information, I think, in my opinion. So you guys are in the same circles as me. You watch the same videos, a lot of the same prepper channels, and probably for the last week or so, a lot of people have been talking about the PSA, the public service announcement that went out for New York City, basically telling people, hey, if the big one, a nuclear attack, happened in New York City, this is what you should do. If you haven't heard about it or seen the actual PSA, I'm going to add it right now. Okay. So when you were watching that, did you get this vibe like you were loading onto an airplane and they were telling you about how your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device and make sure to follow the lighted arrows to the exit? To me, that's what it felt like. It felt so not serious and so nonchalant that it actually kind of worried me because I don't think people will take it that seriously. And I think it needs to be taken very seriously because why else would they be putting this information out there right now? All the other YouTube channels are going to talk about it. I like to be solution-based. There's lots of channels that will give you news and you absorb that news and you kind of leave the video feeling like, oh, crud, now what do I do? And you don't have any solutions. I like to have solutions, so I'm going to show you guys what I am doing for my household. Obviously, I'm in Florida. I'm not in New York City, but I don't care. I'm going to prepare anyway because it makes me feel better. I am a mother, and check out this awesome shirt I just got. I'm going to tell you who gave it to me. This is cool. I'm a mother. I want to protect my child. I want to protect myself, my dog. So this is what I'm doing for my family to make me feel better because I don't want to watch these videos about what could happen and then not have an answer to it. So let's get into it. Okay, I'm trying to make this video as thorough as possible, so I do have some notes I'm going to be reading here. These are some things that I put together to show you visuals for my personal plan. So if you are involved in a nuclear event, nuclear attack, and you are still alive and you didn't, turn into dust, make sure, like the video said, that you get inside as soon as possible. But don't just walk inside with all that radioactive dust all over you. You need to literally strip naked, wash yourself off before you enter any kind of home or any kind of inside area. It doesn't even matter. Don't have any shame. You need to rinse yourself off with just water. You want to use cold water, not warm water, because the cold water will close your pores so that all that stuff will not be absorbed into your skin. You don't want to wash off with any conditioner. You don't want to put any lotion on because that will help the radioactive materials hold on to your skin. So just cold water, soap if you have it, rinse off, throw those clothes outside, don't bring them inside, and come into your house naked. That's what you're going to have to do. And if you have a basement, yes, go into your basement. I wish I had one, I really do, but I'm in Florida, and if I dug like 2 feet down, I'd probably hit water. So no basement for me, but I have a plan to go into my centermost room in my house. You want to get as far away as possible from the outside world, basically. So find the centermost room in your house. My whole house is like an open floor plan. So instead of going into like the center of my living room, I have a middle room, which is basically my prep room. I'm going to go in there, and first step, depending on how much time I have, I might use this plastic sheeting on every single door and every single vent in my house. But if I don't feel I have enough time to do the whole house with this heavy-duty plastic sheeting, I'm just going to do the vent in the room that I plan on hunkering down in and the window. And this is 6 mil plastic sheeting. It's very, very thick, heavy-duty stuff. If you can find it thicker, go for it. I just got this at Walmart. And then some Gorilla Tape. Make sure you get some really good tape because you're going to want to seal out all the outside air. Windows, vents, as many of them as humanly possible. And also turn off your air conditioning unit or any air circulation. If it's not your AC, if it's your heater, just turn it off. Yeah, so I'm probably going to do a few layers of this on the window just to guarantee that it is closed. And then the one window that is in that room I'm going to be in, I have 2 twin-size mattresses in my son's room. Both of those are going to go right in front of that window to block it, so that there's there's more material in between me and the outside nonsense that's going on. Okay, so that's my step 1. If I have to make it from location A to my house and there's radioactive material falling, I got these DuPont Tyvek suits. This is the actual DuPont one. The generic ones I just don't know so much about. But it's a full body suit. This is like the head thing, so it'll cover my hair. This gray part is the built-in booties. So I have one for me and one for my son, and I do have more on the way. But those are just to prevent any kind of materials from falling on your skin. I don't know exactly how a situation would play out, but I feel better having at least those. Let's see. I'm trying not to drag this video on too long, but okay, so protective gear, that. I also got my gas masks. It took me a long time to make the decision to finally do this, but I think at this time, with the warnings that are going on, if you can afford this, just do it, because it could be the difference between life and death. This one here, I have the model number. This is mine. Let me see. I have some, let's see. So mine is the CM-6M mask. And then for my son, I got the MD1. This is a kid's mask, so it's just a little bit smaller. And basically, you're going to use these filters. This is an NBC77. Let me see. This is a filter cartridge. NBC77. And this is the one that you're going to want to use for any kind of radiological incident. They're very high quality, good ones. And basically, it's just going to screw on the side of the mask right there. I recently bought more of these filters because I just found out that depending on the nuclear load, they may only last a few hours, like as little as 2 hours up to 8 hours. So now I have a bunch of these stockpiled just in case. I am also an affiliate with Mira Safety, so I'm going to leave a link down below. If you purchase anything from them, it helps me out, and it will definitely help you out. It will definitely give you peace of mind, if anything. All right, so moving along here. Let's go ahead and into this right here. So, IOSAT. As soon as the conflict happened over, I don't know if I can, Russia and the other place, I can't really say the names, but as soon as that conflict started, these things flew off the shelves. This is potassium iodide, 130 milligrams. It's very, very hard to find, but I did find some a couple days ago. I'll link it down below. But it's potassium iodide, specifically, very specifically. And you want 130 milligrams per adult per day. So this is 2 weeks right here. And I don't know for certain, but if there is an event, I would say go ahead and take one a day for 2 weeks. Just go ahead and use the whole thing just to be safe. And what this does is it blocks radioactive iodine from being absorbed through your thyroid. So I have a few of these, and then I've had these for a very long time. I had them before the whole rush thing over there, but when that did go down and I couldn't find any more of these, I thought I wanted to get some more, so I got these. It's 60 tablets of potassium iodide, but they're only 65 milligrams each. So each adult is going to want to take 2 of these. If you have a child that's like 7, 8 years old or younger, 65 milligrams a day is good for a child. My son is 12, so he's going to take a full adult dose. Potassium iodide is very different than iodine. So this is like a liquid iodine. This is just something that you need. Every human needs iodine. It's very essential. It's what allows your body to make thyroid enzymes. So if you're having like thyroid issues, you can use this to clean wounds and stuff. Add it to your water just for daily health, but this is not going to protect you against radioactive iodine. Just letting you know. And then apple pectin. So this was used after the Chernobyl incident. Children were drinking tons of apple juice. That was one of the things, but apple pectin is used to reduce the uptake of the radiological load through your intestine. So like if you're eating food that was tainted, drinking water that was tainted, apple pectin is going to help reduce the uptake of it. So you kind of want to use both if you were involved in an incident. Okay, so that's all the protective measures. If you have to hunker down in a room or your basement for any significant amount of time, you got to make this decision up with your family. How long are you going to be in there? Is it going to be a couple days? Is it going to be a week? Is it going to be 2 weeks? Me, I say 2 weeks. I am preparing for 2 just to be safe. So if you're in a room that is all sheeted up, there's no ventilation, your power most likely has gone out because a nuclear attack would cause, like an EMP is part of that. Most likely, grid is going down, power is out. So it's going to get very, very hot in there. There's going to be little to no circulation. So if you can get some kind of battery-powered fans and batteries, or, this one's This one's a USB charging one. So I can charge it with a little battery pack or my solar generator. And then if you're going to be sitting in a room that has no ventilation for 2 weeks, it's going to be hard to breathe after a while because you're going to use up all your oxygen. So if you can this is not an indoor plant, this is my little aero garden, but get some indoor plants and have those ready to put in the room with you because it'll improve your air quality. Obviously, if you're going to be staying in a room with no power for 2 weeks, you're going to want some kind of light source. I don't suggest candles. I don't suggest lanterns if you're in a situation where you have cut off all circulation. So battery-powered lanterns, again, more batteries. And then I'm going to go ahead and show my solar generator again. Obviously, this thing would have to be fully charged up. I'm not going to be able to go outside during this nuclear event and put my solar panels out and recharge it, but it will give me some kind of power if I need to, charge little fans, any other kind of devices that you can charge up. And my solar generator stays in, I call it an EMP proof bag, but it's basically my Faraday bag that I made. And in that bag, I have my solar generator, I have my radios for communication, and I have this radio. If there has been a grid down situation, a lot of the emergency systems some of them will still be up and running because they have actually protected themselves and EMP proofed for emergency situations. So if there are emergency broadcasts or something, you want to have a little radio like this that can catch a signal. This one has like hand crank. I love this thing. It's a flashlight. You can charge it with this hand crank. It also takes batteries, AAA batteries. It has a little tiny solar panel, which is about worthless. But it's a really, really good radio. I love it. That's the little flashlight right there. And then there's another, where is it? Another flashlight right there. So I can charge this with my solar generator, or whatever you want to call this. Generator, battery backup, power supply. It doesn't have to be a big one like this. It can just be one of those little ones that you use to recharge your phone when your phone dies. I'm having a hard time talking because I'm talking fast. You want to have enough water in that room, whatever room you're going to be hunkering down in, to keep you hydrated. And you want to have fast, easy meals, stuff that you don't have to heat up. Because again, you don't want to be cooking or using gases in a room that's completely sealed off and not ventilated. So if you can just, get a can of soup or something, eat it cold. Make sure you have some silverware not silverware, you know, like some spoons, something to eat with. And then as far as sanitation goes, this is probably going to be the worst, absolute worst part. Going potty. We're going to have to talk about it. I made this potty kit in a previous video, but you're going to have to go. You're going to have to. And you're going to be stuck in a room going potty. So in this little kit, I have toilet paper. I have my little scented garbage bags that I'll use to seal up each little surprise. I have my kitty litter. Basically, the kitty litter this will go into the bucket and fill the whole thing. A little bit of kitty litter will go into that bag. This noodle here goes, I'm sure you guys already saw the video, but it has a little slit right here, and it's going to be wrapped around the top of this bucket to provide a nice comfortable little seat. And this is not going to be fun. It's going to be gross. It's going to smell bad. I have a lid for this bucket if that helps at all. But if you guys have like quart size mason jars, maybe put a few mason jars in there, because you can put your stuff in there and it'll seal it up airtight. I know it's gross, but you have to think about these things. And then I have potty pads for my dog. He's going to have to use the bathroom too. He's not going to sit on the bucket. So I have potty pads for him. You know, they have that like scent stuff that makes them want to use it to go to the bathroom. That's not going to be fun, but you know what? You got to live. Let me refer to my notes here. Oh, bedding. Make sure you have some blankets, some pillows, something to keep you comfortable in that room. Oh, if you can, I plan on getting one. They're not cheap, but if you can afford a radiation detector, what's the name of them? I can't think of the actual name of them. But radiation detector, the ones that detect alpha, beta, and gamma waves, if you can get one, that would give you a good idea of when it's actually safe to go outside. And I think that is about it on my list. Did I say baby wipes? I don't know if I did. Baby wipes, just to wipe yourself down, keep yourself clean. It's going to be hot, it's going to be sweaty. But for me, just kind of laying this stuff out and having a plan in place, even if it's not foolproof, you know what? I might not make it, but it makes me feel a whole lot better to at least have a plan in place and something, you know, something ready to go, rather than just watching videos saying, oh my gosh, this is what could possibly happen and it's going to be terrible. Let's come up with solutions. I want you guys to come up with solutions for your family as well. I'm going to link a lot of these products down below. So if you have the ways and means to purchase them, I promise you, you will feel better when you do. If I have left anything out, please comment down below if you know more about this kind of thing, because I'm not an expert. This is just literally me pulling this stuff together from watching videos, from reading about it, from researching it. If you have better suggestions that will help protect me and my family, that you can pass on to other people that are watching, please leave those comments down below. And let's get prepared, guys. Let's not be scared. Just get prepared. And I'll see you in the next video.